natural beauty. This, I know, this we all know. But at the same time, I am a woman that likes to, you know, play up her features.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Palumi and I make university, lifestyle, makeup, whatever kind of content I think people would be interested in. Today's video is going to be like a minimalist, no foundation makeup routine, and this is the look. I'm actually really proud of it. It usually doesn't even come out this good. So I did this look with just concealer and powder and eyeshadow, and I do use a lot of eyeshadow to like replace skin products, which you'll see in the video. This is my ideal makeup routine for like when I'm not going anywhere super fancy, or if I'm just gonna hang out with my friends but I want to look cute but I don't want to like feel heavy, because I often feel super heavy when I'm like wearing a full face and foundation and everything. I try to stay away from like the perimeter of my face, which is like where, you know, I get the sweatiest and just feel gross. I'm kind of focused on the center and it just feels a lot lighter. Obviously I'm not wearing any lashes, and I know there's lots of like lash girls who can't not wear lash. Throw some lashes on. Like, I'm just not wearing lashes because I don't have any right now. So I'm wearing mascara, and I also just prefer mascara sometimes. But yeah, you can throw some lashes on this look and it'll be even more elevated but still really natural. I really love how this look came out, and I hope you guys like it too. Make sure while you're here you like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. This video is going to mainly be voiceover just because I like to watch Netflix or whatever while I do my makeup. So yeah, sorry. But anyways, if you want to see how I got this look, keep watching.
So obviously I like to start with the bare face, and I'm just going to show you my mirror and makeup bag and all that stuff that I'm going to be using. I'm going to start by laying my edges just because I feel like laying my edges always adds like an extra je ne sais quoi to my looks. I don't know why I'm making those faces, but anyways, I just pulled my hair back and I'm showing you my technique because why not? I feel like I've mastered it. I do it in like less than a minute now, and it's some 4C edges representation for you guys to enjoy. You know what? In case you want to lay your edges too, I'm going to show you my technique. I'm basically just doing a swoop with the brush and following through with my fingers, and I'm doing it really quickly. And ew, I saw a nasty hair, and Gorilla Snot lays your shit down so easily. I don't even need to use a scarf to tie it down sometimes, but I do anyways just to be safe. Now I'm just doing my finishing touches, making sure like it's smooth and it looks how I want it to look, and it's as flat as I can get it before laying it down with my scarf.
Do you use a Fenty scarf to lay down your edges? No? That's crazy.
So of course you want to moisturize, and if you're going to be in the sun or exposed to sunlight, you want to put on some sunscreen. So I like to start with my brows, and I just use a spoolie and Got To Be Glued gel. This is the same technique as the soap brow thing I'm sure you've seen all over Instagram and TikTok, and basically you just use either soap or a gel to brush up your eyebrows and brush up the hairs, and then you just kind of shape it with the spoolie so you get that really full brow look. It's a really popular look right now, very like Cara Delevingne, off-duty model look, whatever, and you just get really full brows, and I'm just going to shape them so like they don't look crazy but they look full. And I'm sure we all know that like makeup is however you want it to be, so the way I'm shaping mine and everything, obviously you don't have to do yours the exact same way, but shape them to your liking. And I'm just wiping off like the excess gel, because some gel does get on your skin when you're doing this obviously, but it's not the end of the world. Literally just wipe it off with my finger and it usually does not affect my makeup at all. And I'm gonna do my other brow now, do the same thing, and then kind of flatten it with my fingers to get it to lay flat quicker, and then do the same thing, shaping it with the spoolie with the side that doesn't have the gel on it, and then continue. And here's just some finishing touches, just smoothing them out, you know, wiping off any extra gel. This is how they look.
So in some instances, I would just leave my brows like this because I have pretty full brows, so honestly I don't mind this look. But if you want to continue and fill them in further, you can, so I'm going to show you guys that too.
So I'm going to be using the Ardell like dip brow kind of thing with one of those tiny flat eyebrow brushes. I got the Ardell dip brow from Walmart like a year ago, still going strong. It lasts so long, doesn't really smudge or anything. And now I'm filling in my uglier brow, and I feel like you guys know what I mean. Like, I can't be the only one who has one brow that's low-key uglier, but I'm showing you guys basically my eyebrow filling technique. Disclaimer, I'm not a professional makeup artist, so if you don't like my eyebrows, that's okay, but they work. So anyways, now I'm gonna do like the concealer thing where I'm basically just carving out what I filled in and covering up any mistakes. You know what, that reminds me, why are people still in 2020 doing that thing where they connect their eyebrows with concealer and then don't cover up the concealer? Like, it looks crazy, but let me mind my own business. Let's see if my brows look good. So next, I'm gonna prime my skin. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Primer in like the smaller size, but I've had this for like a year now and it's still going strong. This is way more primer than I normally use, but I pumped out too much and I wasn't gonna waste it, sorry. To be honest, when it's just me, when I'm in a rush, I don't really color correct, but for the sake of the video, ideally I would color correct. So like my darkest parts are around my eyes and like around my mouth. So I color corrected there with the orange LA Girl concealer, and then I'm gonna go back in with the same Fenty Beauty concealer I used for my brows to go over the places that I color corrected. You're gonna see lots of me taking off and putting my glasses back on because I need them to see, but I also can't do my makeup with them on. It's a struggle. Now you can see me using my concealer and I'm just going over around my mouth and under my eyes, everywhere I color corrected. I tried to do that like angling up thing with the concealer to lift your face a little bit, but I still was basically just doing the same basic technique of just like doing your whole under eye, and did a little bit on my forehead too, just to brighten it up because my forehead is darker than the rest of my face. And I'm just going in with my e.l.f. little sponge. I got it from Walmart. It's so good. I was actually surprised because I just needed a new sponge and I didn't feel like ordering another Real Techniques sponge online. So much softer than I expected. This is where my whole using eyeshadows as face products thing comes in. I'm using a dark brown eyeshadow that kind of has like a little red tint to it to bronze around the perimeter of my face. Just doing my cheekbones, my jawline, and then just a little bit on my forehead. I don't know, it's hard to, I don't know if it's showing up on camera that there's much difference, but I felt that there was difference when I looked at myself. So yeah. Now I'm using my Fenty powder. At this point, Rihanna should just sponsor me, bro. But I'm not baking, I'm just patting in the powder everywhere that I put concealer basically. So on my forehead, under my eyes, and then I did under where I bronzed to get that brighter look and just to make it look a little bit more contoured or whatever. As you can see, I have sideburns for days. They don't really bother me, so I just kind of have to really blend when I'm there. And then I did like my smile lines, because if you're a happy, joyful girl like me, you'll have smile lines. Now this is definitely my favorite part of doing my makeup, which is blush. So I like to mix in orange and purple from my Juvia's Plate palette. You can see that that orange has been used to death, okay? That orange eyeshadow is really the light of my life. You see me saying a little bit more? I live for blush. Like until I can see it popping, I'm not gonna stop. And now you can really see the colors showing up, and that's what I like to see. To me, blush is just that final step that really blends together my under eye highlight and bronzer.
Okay, now for the eyes.
So for my eyes, I'm just going to be using the Morphe, I believe, 35M palette and a Morphe brush. I'm using this dark red as my transition shade. Honestly, I just was looking at myself and wanted a little bit of a pop of color. Normally though, with this look, I would just do like a light brown as my transition shade and then a darker brown in my crease just for some dimension. Definitely, if you want your eyes to pop more than mine are in this, you would use like an eyelid primer and some powder over it so that your eyeshadow really pops, but I don't really care about that sometimes. Here I'm going in with a dark brown now just to deepen the red in my crease area, just so I can get that dimension that I mentioned earlier, and it can be deeper in some areas and lighter in other areas. To be honest, doing my eyes is like my least favorite part sometimes because it's easy to just not be good at it, but practice definitely makes perfect, and it didn't come out horrible.
You know what? What eye look good? I'm gonna use this one.
So I took that glittery shadow on my finger. Sometimes I prefer to put glitter on with my finger because you can definitely just pack it on and it looks a lot more pigmented than if I were to go in with a brush and I have to like layer in with the brush. But with my fingers, it was really easy and I just kind of got the look I was going for. Nothing too bright. I wasn't really going for like a dramatic look. Now for finishing touches, I'm doing my mascara. Like I said, I don't have lashes currently. So I'm going in with this white lash primer that my mom got in a sample some time ago, and it's really good. Technically, lash primers are supposed to like make your lashes look even fuller and longer when you put on the actual mascara. I think of it as like the same way you put on eyeshadow base or primer, and it's usually white, so it makes whatever color you put on top pop a bit more. I see lash primer the same way. And then my mascara on top looks a lot better. My lash curler is currently out of service, which sucks, so I'm not really getting the effect I would if I could curl my lashes, but it'll have to do. This tutorial is mostly about the face, and the face is doing its thing, so I'll cut the eyes some slack this time. Okay, and finally, using the Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray. I do this thing where I cover like my eyes when I use the setting spray because sometimes my mascara will run or whatever. I just fan it dry a little bit. Onto my lips. I'm sure every brown girl has heard of the brown lip liner with lip gloss combo, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I'll tell you the specific lip liner I'm using, but it honestly can just be any brown. The one I'm using is like a brownish, like purpley. It's just kind of it's dark, so whatever the color is, it's dark and looks good. And I just line my lips. I try to do like a little bit of contouring my lips, so like I fill it in the corners a little bit, do a line down the middle, and then do my I don't even know what that part is called, like the dip in your lips. And I'm just using my Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow, and I'm just doing that blotting thing. I don't want to spread it around too much so like I don't mess up the whole shading that the liner is supposed to do, but it came out pretty good. Finally removed my scarf. My edges have been laid down, but since my scarf was on, when I was doing the concealer and contour on my forehead, you know, obviously there's a little bit of a line of demarcation where the scarf was, so I'm just using my same sponge to blend around that area and my forehead to make everything look good. Okay, so I felt like my forehead was giving me ashy a little bit, so I'm just going in with an eyeshadow that I used to bronze. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Don't be mad because you see that he wanted.
B, they ready. Let's go. Feeling myself. I'm feeling myself.
I really like how it came out. I hope you guys do too. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.